for the purpose of healing and presence, also joy, in the sense that there, I'll just mention, because Karen mentioned that at the beginning, and that was lovely to hear. And if I would say, if we're cultivating joy, it's the flavor of joy that is so fundamental that it excludes nothing. You know, it's like it's that sense of, in some yogic traditions, they talk about the river of life flows through the spine, or, you know, this way of life moving, and that there are also some aspects of this tradition that talk about life is fundamentally joyful and blissful. I don't know about you, but I don't feel that all the time. but I do have a practice, a really active practice of welcoming and inclusion. And so that has a connection with joy. Because, you know, and so, yeah, so I'll say more about that in a moment. But for now, in just kind of touching a little more conceptually on the presencing practice we did together, there's that sense that we are all resonance bodies. Our nervous systems, the way that we're wired, we are resonance bodies, like a musical instrument, for example, where we could say, like, life moves through, sort of like the string on a guitar. There's life, there's energy that moves through. And then our systems as a human being is a resonance body for that to move through, like a wave. And so in a very practical way, one of the ways that manifests in how we practice is I feel me. All of that, I feel me. I sense my body. I sense my connection to the ground, to the earth. I feel my emotions. I notice my thinking. I cultivate and notice the spaciousness around all these things. And also I feel, or I cultivate feeling my soul or my essence. I feel, or I cultivate feeling the divine and light. So that simple sense of I feel me, and we could even go into much greater detail. You know, I feel me. We could go into chakras. We could go into koshas, layers of self. I mean, many of you have studied these various things, and so it can be as simple as it is or as complex as it is. But in the simplest way, it's I feel me. I am a resonance body. I feel me. So that's the first step. And then I feel you. So that's where, and the you in this case could be you, Donna, or you who's here, you know, you specifically. But the I feel you, I mean, it could be a human being, but it could be a tree, you know. I feel you. So that's part of this I feel you. That's part of being a resonance body. So the resonance, and the other thing that I'm kind of will start to just touch on a little bit is these layers of intimacy, we could say. So I feel me is a layer of intimacy with my own body, right? With this, my own vehicle, my own vessel that I live through. I feel you is a little bit of, and we could say an expansion of intimacy. So it's not that I leave me to feel you, but I expand and I feel you. I feel my aloe vera plant that's a little behind the computer. I feel a cat that came through the screen, you know, on one of the videos a moment ago. So I feel you. So that's the second part of being a resonance body. And then the third aspect is I feel you feeling me, which is another level of complexity. So we cultivated that a little bit in just our check-in, you know, where we looked at each other and kind of as we were looking at each other, we were also being looked at, right? And that's a little different than just looking. Like, for instance, you know, if I had set this up as a webinar and you couldn't see each other, then you wouldn't be seen. And that would be be what it is, right? But it's a little different than actually being seen. So I feel you feeling me. And then we can get into all levels of detail. So when you look at me, can I feel you feeling or seeing me? Or can I not feel you? So that's all part of what we're cultivating. I feel me. I feel you. I feel you feeling me. Does that make sense? So that's one of our things. And that comes back to this idea of us being resonance bodies. And our group field is a resonance body because we do all of those three practices. Great. So I just want to open it up for a moment because there's more to kind of share conceptually, but I wonder if there's any questions so far just that's come up. So if so, just feel free to unmute yourself. Okay. Okay, great.